Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 16th of July. We're halfway there, people. How are you? And you, but especially you doing tonight? Tell me about it. That is what I want to know. Boom, let's get going here, all my screens, because I am going late here today. I am on the late side. I am way more ish than way more ish today. Boom, there's the other screen. What is going on, people? Hey, Lou, how are you? Gary, sorry I'm so late tonight. We were way behind today in our day. And I just was running. I had an interview today, a media interview in store that just went on and on and on, which was good, but it was just also, it just went on for hours. We'll see what they use of that. But it was just long. It was just like, come on here, people. Come on. I got things to do, things I want to do. And this is just going long. So that was part of my day today. Which was fun. But I hope all is well in your world and you are doing great. Let's get started here. Since I am so very, very late tonight, I want to get going here with our unique daily quotes. Let's flip the page. Leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration, motivated by passion, generated by vision, produced by conviction, ignited by purpose. There you go, people. There you go. Oh, so tonight I thought we'd talk a little bit about stereotypes is the wrong word. Okay, well, blinders is part of the word, partly the right word. Blinders is part of it. Is a real part of it. But it's labels. It is labels. The labels we put on things, and I'm not talking the products you sell. I am talking about, I'm talking about both your customers and your workforce. Your customers and your workforce. That can go from that person's really lazy. Oh, they're really good. They're fast. That person's stuff smells. They bring really good stuff. They're good. They're too old to do the job. They're too young to do the job. Labels. We all use them. Excuse me, that went down the wrong pipe. So we all use these labels. Hey, Vina, how are you? I owe you a text reply. I feel terrible. Texting so hard because I get so many and then I lose it and then I forget about it. Try taking a little more. We all use these labels, and really what they are is blinders. And blinders are good when you need extreme focus. So like this weekend, I'm going to go see a horse race in Saratoga. And blinders on a horse so they stay focused and run in the direction is great. Blinders when you're working on a project, so you're not doing something outside that. When you're working on your the 3 things we've been telling you to do. Hey, Rose, glad to have you here live tonight. I hope all is well with you. And so blinders can really work when you're focused on a specific project and goal, and you don't want to be distracted. Blinders is great for focus time, but blinders is not great for labels. Blinders is not great for labels. Um, you know, I saw a resume. A manager looked at a resume the other day and said, in their well written cover letter, in my 25 years of experience, or something like that, or 20 years of experience. And the manager was like, "Oh, they're too old. They'll be too slow." And whoa, you haven't done anything but look at a well written piece of paper. Okay. That's the same as saying they're too young and they'll always call out. Okay. Or they'll want to be, or they'll be on their phone all day. So, labels are for the products in your pantry, not and the products you sell, but not for people. Not in that way, anyways. Okay. You can say they're a jack of all trades, great, positive things, but we use labels of people so much in a negative way. And so I want you to take the blinders off for a minute. And not only is it negative, it is a limiting belief. Okay, I know lots of quote unquote old people that can out hustle, okay, and outwork and be more thorough than a lot of young people. I know some amazing young people that work unbelievably well and can pound out the inventory and can wait on customers with the biggest smile because they haven't been, you know, uh, crushed down by life. um, so these labels get us into trouble. These labels get us into trouble, and they put you in a bad spot. Uh, yeah, your team now, Ellen. I got to get down there and meet your whole team. I've been thinking of you a lot lately. Old is, my father used to say, old is not bad. Old is not bad. Yeah, your 88-year-old mother works rings around all of us. I mean, Vina's, her mother used to do all her jewelry and stuff. You know, uh, these, you know, don't count people out by throwing a label on them. And certainly don't throw them out because you read a label on a piece of paper. Okay. And that's young and old. Okay. Inexperienced is an opportunity. Inexperienced means they haven't learned all these bad habits from another job. So you get to teach them the right way. Inexperienced is an opportunity. Experienced is also an opportunity. Okay. Experienced is also an opportunity. Okay. Where they have so much knowledge, they can have a good work ethic. They have a good attitude. That's the one thing that I always look for is attitude. Attitude means everything to me because you can't train it. Okay, said simply, you can't train happy. Okay, you can't train happy. And so, hey, April, how are you? Hope all is well in Nebraska. So you can't train that. So don't try, don't, look for the things that are native to people. Look for the positive. Look for the things you can't see on paper. Don't use those age isn't a label that you should use, both positive and negative. Okay. Am I talking about your bad attitude again? Well, I wasn't going to call you out live, April, um, because I hear you're planning something amazing. Amazing. You've been planning something amazing. You and Angie are causing trouble and creating something so freaking amazing. Um, I'm not even allowed to know too much about it. But I saw something on my calendar for it. But so often that is the thing. We make assumptions based on things. The older person can't use the computer. The younger person will be on Insta and TikTok and all the other new social medias. And it is all these things that we make. Absolutely. Hire fast and fire faster. Absolutely, Rose, because you got to remember hiring is guessing, firing is knowing. Hiring is guessing. When we're hiring, you're making your best guess, and do trust your gut. But also trust your gut the other way when it isn't working. Don't keep them forever if it's not working. And that is the way to roll it. Okay, you want to have that, but it's in all things. It's with your consigners that are a problem. It's with your customers that are amazing, and your consigners that are amazing. Trust your gut. Most people are absolutely great people, okay, and amazing people. But don't pigeonhole yourself into something by a preconceived notion because somebody's young, old, middle aged, due for their nervous breakdown, has thinning hair, whatever it is, okay? Don't put a label on anything but the product in your stores, okay? You can give somebody a gold star, but don't put a label on them. Because when you do put that label, you limit their possibilities. You limit their possibilities. And so it's like putting blinders on. Great in a horse race, great when you're doing focus work, where you're just trying to get something in a very narrow area that you're trying to focus on, but not good for people and employees. So that is my lesson for you tonight, people. That is what I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about this one all day because it just is a very real thing and it's a very timely thing. A lot of people, we're midsummer here. We're halfway through July. We're midsummer. And most of you pick up hiring in August, September. And so I know you're thinking about it now. And so now's the time to be thinking about how you look at people and how you let them be seen. How you let them be seen. So it is an amazing thing. Remember, label your products, not your people. Right. Oh, absolutely, Rose. We do. Absolutely, we do. And so it is an amazing time not to do that. So that is what I'm talking about. You know what else I'm talking about? This video, and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running the store where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, ring the bell, ring it so you know when another one drops. You could also share it with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody run a better business. I am here every Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish, Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil, at nextlevelresale.com, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. We start the program every night with our unique daily quotes, our book from April. Our opening quote tonight was, leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration, motivated by passion, generated by vision, produced by conviction, ignited by purpose. Our closing quote tonight is, the greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He or she is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a make it happen party coming soon, I think. Make it happen party in person coming soon. But until then, and until Sunday at more Aiken-ish, probably going to be late again on Sunday because we're going away this weekend. But until then, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you Sunday.